We're here with Andy of Combichrist at the Fillmore Irving Plaza, New York. I'm Mademoiselle Lena, and we're about to hear some very personal insight to their new album.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Your new album's called Today We Are All Demons.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this?
Why it's called Today We're All Demons? Or about
Is there anything deviant about this title?
No, I don't. I just believe that we all got a lot of personal demons, and sooner or later we have to face them, and that's basically what I did with this album.
A lot of your concepts and lyrics are sexual and violent. Is this an inspirational point for Combichrist?
Violent sex, yes.
Violent sex or sex and violence?
Violent sex is sex and violence, isn't it?
Separate or combined, I guess. Giggles.
Yeah, I guess it's inspirational point. I guess you can say that, but we do a lot of fiction. But I think on this album it was a lot more personal than before, a lot less fiction and a lot more personal.
So my next question is actually about the new video, Sent to Destroy. I know that horror actor Bill Moseley is part of the video.
Yeah.
I was wondering how that came about and whether you worked with him directly.
Yeah, he happened to be a good friend of ours, and we just asked him, and he said yes. We also, of course, big fans of his work. That's kind of how we got in touch with him in the first place, and he turned out to become a fan of ours, and now we're good friends, and we're working together whenever we can, and it's awesome.
About you guys playing live, can you tell me a little bit about how that's different from just listening to the record at home?
Well, first of all, in the studio it's just me, so whatever I translate in the studio is always different than what we do live, because we're four musicians on stage and actually playing live, and that's a big difference from listening to a kind of a polished album. And a produced album is much more raw and a lot more energy. We're putting a lot of energy into the live shows. So.
And about promoting the new album coming out, I know that you guys have been doing a lot of meet and greets, signings, like the one today at the Vampire Freak store in NYC. How did that go?
Pretty well. You get to meet people in a totally different way. Unfortunately, it's kind of short because you have to cut it short. You have to be like, hey, here's the signature. See you. Because it's like hundreds of people or whatever, and then you go like, all right, next one. It was pretty all right. It's not the biggest ensemble we've had, but it was pretty good, yeah.
That's good, because it was a nice day to stand outside and wait.
I came from the Bronx, went to Stamford, Connecticut to get my bestest friend, picked her ass up from the Stamford train station. We all came here, almost got lost.
Been here for 2.5, 3 hours.
We've been here since 11:30.
Enslaved by emptiness, fists clenched tight, though I'm not alone. They're always here, controlling my thoughts, every sense, every sound, every image abstract. They're all alone, watching me die, free will, obsolete, intention unknown. This is the day I'll try, 'cause this is the day I die.
Do you have anything you want to add for the fans?
Oh shit, just come out and see our shows. It's worth it, I promise.
You heard his promise. We're here in the VIP room at the Fillmore Irving Plaza in New York. I'm Mademoiselle Lena, and this is Andy from Combichrist.
Cheers.